Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
OMG, girl, pour the wine. Pour the whole bottle because you are not going to believe the Christmas I just had. I am literally shaking just thinking about it again. I need you to tell me if I'm losing my mind or if I'm actually justified in feeling this way because right now, I feel like I'm in the twilight zone. So, you know how things have been with my boyfriend, right? We've been together for almost a year now, like the 1 year mark is coming up so soon. And you know how I am. I take gift giving so seriously. It's my love language. I listen, I take notes, I stalk Pinterest boards. I want the person to open the box and feel like, wow, she really sees me. Okay, so keep that in mind. Leading up to the holidays, I was on it. I bought him the exact sneakers he wanted so he could match his outfits perfectly. I got him stuff that we had explicitly discussed. I wanted to make sure he felt spoiled. But here is where the tea starts brewing. Because we didn't want that awkward, oh, thanks for the scented candle moment, we decided to be adults about it. We made a list, a literal shared list. We sat down and agreed that to avoid getting stuck or wasting money, we would write down exactly what we wanted. It was supposed to be foolproof. Foolproof, Jessica. So we're doing this whole list thing and he asks me, babe, what do you really need for school? And I was honest. I told him, look, my backpack is disgusting. I explained the logic. I said, I am trying to be more minimalist with my style, and frankly, the purple one shows every speck of dirt. It looks filthy. If I get a black one, it won't look dirty, it matches everything, and it's sleek. He nodded. He literally stood there, nodded his head, and agreed with me. He heard the words black backpack. He heard the reason hides dirt. But wait until you see what he actually handed me. So we agreed on the black backpack. Fast forward to a little later in that same shopping trip. We walk past Victoria's Secret. You know me, you know my soul. What is my favorite color? Say it with me, pink. It has always been pink. We walk in and I see this robe. It was gorgeous. It was soft, plush, and perfectly pink. I pointed at it. I touched it. I practically had heart eyes popping out of my head. I said, I love this specific robe, in this specific color. It's so me. He looks at it, makes a face, and we move on. I figured, okay, maybe he put it on the mental list, maybe not. But I made it very clear that that was the item I liked. Okay, now let's flash forward to Christmas morning. I'm excited. I'm handing him his gifts, and he's loving them because, surprise, surprise, I bought him exactly what he asked for. The shoes, a hit. I felt so good because I listened to him. I validated his wants. Then it's my turn. He hands me this large, soft package. I'm thinking, oh yay, the backpack, or maybe the robe. I tear open the paper, and girl, I froze. My smile just stuck to my teeth like peanut butter. It was a backpack, but it wasn't black. It was bright. Light, blue, like uncomfortably bright blue. Sky blue. Look at me, blue. I'm sitting there staring at this bag and my brain is short-circuiting. I'm thinking about the dirt. I'm thinking about how 1 week on the floor of a lecture hall is going to turn this thing into a grayish, brownish smudge. I look up at him, trying to keep the I love it mask on, and before I can even ask, he goes, I thought you would like this one better. Excuse me, you thought I would like it better. Based on what data? Based on the conversation where I said, I want black because light colors get dirty. You decided to override my direct request because you liked the blue one. But hold on, the second gift is even worse. He completely ignored my request for the black bag because he liked the bright blue one better. But wait, it gets worse. Hold on to your glass. He hands me the next box. It's from Victoria's Secret. My heart lifts a little. I'm thinking, okay, he got the robe. At least I'll have my cozy pink robe. I open the box. I pull out the tissue paper. And I pull out a navy blue robe, navy blue. I just stared at it. I'm pretty sure I blinked for 5 seconds straight. I felt like I was being pranked. He looks at me all proud of himself and says, yeah, I know you said you liked that pink one when we were at the store, but I didn't like it. So I opted to get this navy blue one instead. I thought you'd like it better. He didn't like it. Let me repeat that. He didn't like the pink robe that I was going to wear on my body in my house. So he decided to buy a dark, masculine, navy blue robe because, what? He has to look at it. I just sat there surrounded by all this. Blue. The bright blue backpack that's going to get stained in 5 minutes, and the navy blue robe that looks like something an old man would wear to drink scotch by a fireplace. And the worst part is the feeling that washed over me. I felt so small. I know people say, at least he got you gifts, and trust me, I feel guilty. I feel like a brat. But that's exactly the problem, isn't it? What was the thought? The thought was not, let me get my girlfriend what she specifically asked for. The thought was, I know better than her. I don't like her taste. I'm going to buy what I think she should have. It feels so controlling. It feels so controlling in a weird, subtle way. Like he completely ignored my personality. He ignored that my favorite color is pink. He ignored my practical needs for a black bag. He just steamrolled right over my preferences and inserted his own. It makes me feel like I'm not seen. Does that make sense? Like, does he even know who I am? Or is he dating some imaginary version of me in his head who loves the color blue and doesn't worry about dirty backpacks? I'm sitting there on Christmas morning, surrounded by torn wrapping paper, holding this robe that I honestly hate, and I just wanted to cry. Not because of the robe, I can buy my own damn robe, but because I realized that I listened to him and he didn't listen to me. I spent the whole morning acting happy, saying, thank you, babe, it's great. But inside I was screaming. And the logic, make it make sense. I didn't like the pink one. Who cares if you didn't like it? You aren't wearing it. It's like if he asked for a PlayStation and I bought him an Xbox because I think the controller is prettier. It's insane. I feel like this is such a far stretch to be upset about, but is it valid to be a little bit disappointed? Am I the drama? I just keep replaying the conversation in the store. Just a black backpack. Okay. This pink robe. Okay. And then, this. It's like he tried, but he tried for himself, not for me. I haven't said anything to him yet because I don't want to start a fight right after Christmas. But every time I look at that light blue backpack, I just see a giant stain waiting to happen. And every time I look at that navy robe, I just see him shaking his head at the pink one saying, nah, I don't like it. I'm so torn. Part of me wants to just return them and get what I wanted, but then I'm the bitch who returned her Christmas gifts. What do I do? Is this a red flag? Because it feels like a neon flashing sign that says, I do not respect your opinion. Tell me I'm not crazy.